Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Murrakab Tawsifi. So Murrakab Tawsifi is where the second word describes the word before it. So the second word describes the first word. And if sisters can remember, the first word is called Mawsuf and the second word is called Sifat. So the Murrakab Tawsifi, it has to match in 4 ways. So it's Ma'rifa Nakira, gender, state, singular, dual, plural in number. So I'll just explain using these examples. So let's look at our first example, just using a normal sentence. Man haza rajulu. Who is this man? Huwa Abbasun. He is Abbas. Abbasun tajirun ghaniyun. Abbas is a rich merchant. So here, the second word is ghaniyun, which is rich, and tajirun is a merchant or businessman. So it's the second word describes the first word, and this is what Murrakab Tawsifi is. Okay, going on to the next example. Hamidun mudarrisun faqirun. So Hamid is a PA teacher. Again, faqirun is the PA teacher. The second word describes the first word. The first word is known as Mawsuf and the second word is known as Sifat. Hamidun mudarrisun faqirun. Next example. At-tufahu fakihatun lazizatun. Again, these are new words that we're learning. So sisters, we do need to learn these new words. Fakihatun. What is fakihatun? It refers to a fruit. And lazizatun refers to it being tasty. So the apple is a tasty fruit. And notice the endings. What do you notice? So fakihatun is a feminine, it refers to a feminine word. So that's why we've got the suffix, we've got the round ta added to it, and it's in a state of tanween. So fakihatun, this word is in a state of tanween with a round ta added to it. So lazizun will also become feminine, lazizatun. So just that point to remember. So like we just said, it has to match in gender. So if it's feminine, then the word which is describing it has to also be feminine. Okay, next example. Al-usfuru ta'irun saghirun. So which means the sparrow is a small bird. Some new words here. Usfuru, that means a sparrow. Ta'irun, it refers to a bird. So ta'irun saghirun. The second word, the first word is mawsuf, the second word is sifat. And then the second word is describing the first word is like small bird. Yeah. So in Arabic, you just write it the other way around. Next example. Al-Arabiyatu lughatun sahlatun. The Arabic is a very easy language. Again, lughatun is a feminine word. So instead of sahlun, we put sahlatun. We have to make it feminine. Next example. Al-Arabiyatu lughatun jamilatun. So the Arabic is a beautiful language. Again, lughatun is feminine, so we have the mawsuf is feminine, so we have to have the sifat as being feminine, jamilatun, instead of jamilun. Ammarun talibun mujtahidun. Ammar is a hard-working student. So here we've got a masculine word, so it remains masculine, mujtahidun, and not mujtahidatun. Sorry about that. The phone just slipped out of my hand. Not to worry, we'll just continue on. Oops, I'm not sure which way I was recording. So yeah, we just had a bit of a slight hitch there, but not to worry, I'll continue on. Due to constraint of time, I don't have time, sorry sisters, to go back and re-record. So, and keeping in mind that we are running short of time too, just literally just a few days before our exam. So I'm just going to try and get through the remaining points up to where we left Appa left off, and this is where we have to revise up to. So where was I? I just spoke about this example. Ammarun talibun mujtahidun. Ammar is a hard-working student. Al-inkliziyatu lughatun sa'batun. So the This means the English language is a difficult language. Lughatun sa'batun. So the word sa'batun is this word is feminine. So the Arabic language is feminine, lughatun. So we have the word sa'batun, which is written in its feminine form. If it was written in its masculine form, it would be sa'bun. So this is also another new word we need to learn. Al-Qahiratu madinatun kabiratun. Cairo is a big city. Madinatun, a feminine word. Kabiratun has to be a feminine word because, like I was saying, Mawsuf and Sifat always have to be in the same. They have to be in the same state. They have to be in the same gender. They have to be whether singular, plural, or dual, and then also they have to match in whether they're nakira or ma'rifa. So if, say, for example, the word had an alif lam in front of it, this word would also have to be alif lam. So it have to be, it's either definite or indefinite. So if this word was definite, so big city is a big city. So this word is indefinite, and so this is indefinite. So they're both nakira. So if it had an alif lam in front of it, this would also have an alif lam in front of it, and then it would have been a ma'rifa. أذلك الرجل مدرس أذلك الرجل مدرس جديد لا هو طبيب جديد. Is that the new man teacher? No, it is the new doctor. So مدرس جديد موصوف and صفات. هو طبيب جديد موصوف and صفات. So like notice the endings are matching of both. So this is the ending harakat also has to match. حميد طالب كسلان لا هو طالب مجتهد. Is Hamid a lazy student? No, he is a hard-working student. So here, طالب كسلان. Kaslan refers to lazy. Now this also, we can see, this is in a state of tanween. So this should also be in a state of tanween. And we say that it matches, although this doesn't change. So it's one of those special words which doesn't want to change. So we still say it is in the same state, but it's just written in this way. So remember that example, sisters. Khadijatun twalibatun jamilatun. So it should say Khadijatu, not tun. So I'll just quickly make a little slight correction. Khadijatu twalibatun jamilatun. So Khadija is the beautiful student. Al-usfuru ta'irun jamilun. So the sparrow is a beautiful bird. Again, Mawsuf and Sifat in the same state. So At-tufahu fakihatun lazizatun. The apple is a tasty fruit. The next one, Faisalun twalibun kaslanu. So again, those two, remember what we said about the word kaslanu. It is in a state of, even though it doesn't have tanween on it, it doesn't change, but it is in the same state. We classify it as being in the same state. So twalibun kaslanu, it means Faisal is a lazy student. You know something, sisters? This example, al-usfuru ta'idun jamilun. I don't know why it slipped my mind. I'm thinking to myself, is usfuru, is that a feminine word or a masculine word? So sisters, I'll leave you to it to find out. If it's masculine, then this sentence is correct. If it is feminine, so it would be al-usfuru ta'iratun jamilatun. So it's just because it's just slipped my mind. I don't know why. I'm looking at that example and I'm thinking, is usfuru masculine or feminine? For the life of me, I can't remember, but I wrote it as masculine. So sisters, just double check that one. I'm not sure. So if it is masculine, then this is correct, and if it isn't, then it would be ta'iratun jamilatun if it was feminine. So sisters can check on that and then correct accordingly if it needs correction, and if it doesn't, then continue on just learning it. Ana I am hungry. Ana and this should say jaw'anu. Just put the dot in. Ana jaw'anu. So again, this word is like one of those words where the ending will remain in a state of, in a single dhamma. It's not going to change. So this is I am hungry. Another word we need to learn. Limazal mudarrisu ghadban al-yawm. So why is the teacher angry today? Again, another new word, ghadbanu. So can you see how they rhyme? Kaslanu, jaw'anu, ghadbanu, atshanu. There's another one which means thirsty, and then the other one mal'anu, which means full. So these words also, they won't take a tanween at the end. It's just a special rule we need to learn. Anta jaw'anu, la ana atshanu. Are you hungry? No, I am thirsty. Al-kubu mal'anu. So this means the cup is full. So to learn these words, easy way of remembering it is just the endings just rhyme. Kaslanu. We've got kaslanu, jaw'anu, atshanu, ghadbanu, and mal'anu. Summary of mawsuf and sifat. The gender, for example, like I'm just going over the rules that we've just covered now. So they have to match in gender, bintun saghiratun. So when it's like a female, then we have to add around ta as so, bintun saghiratun. Definite or indefinite article, so if it's ma'rifa or nakira. So here, for example, Bilalun mudarrisun jadidun, and this is in a state of nakira, is indefinite. Al-mudarrisul jadidu minal fil fasli. So the teacher, the new teacher is in the classroom. So here the teacher has alif lam in front of it. So jadidu, new teacher, is describing the teacher. So this is a mawsuf and this is a sifat. So because the mawsuf has the definite article alif lam attached to it, the definite article, then the sifat will also have to have alif lam attached to it. So this is known as mawsuf and sifat, but another name is described as is an-nat and another word it's described as is al-man'ut and an-nat. Al-man'ut and nat, but the way we've learned it is mawsuf and sifat, so that's just an easier way of saying it, so we'll just stick to that for now. The new teacher is in the class. This is the meaning of that sentence. So another way, like I've just described, it has to be in the same state or case. The adjective is in the same case as the noun. So for example, haza baytun jadidan. Here we have them in a state of tanween. This is a new house. Ana fi baytin jadidin. So here I am in a new house. When we have a fi, which is a harfi jar in front of a word, it becomes in a state of majroor. So baytun becomes baytin, and because it jadidun is describing the house, and baytin is in a state of majroor, the word jadidun has to be in a state of majroor. So it becomes jadidun becomes jadidin. So we have baytin jadidin. So they're in the same state. And the new house is beautiful, which is al-baytul jadidu jamilun. So the new house is beautiful. New and house. So house is got alif lam on it. It's definite. So then jadidu has to be definite because it's describing the house, new house, mawsuf and sifat. So just to get used to this, these new terminologies, I can't say the word today, and just to practice and learn them and be confident in knowing which is which. Who is in the house? So man fil baytil jadidi. So here, as you can see, sisters, bayti, because we've got fi, a harfi jar in front of the word is in a state of majroor, and because it has an alif lam in front of it, this al-bayti, so here we've got al-jadidi. It's in a state, it's not al-jadidu, it's jadidi, because this has to match the sifat. The sifat has to match the mawsuf. So bayt, so the word reads fil baytil jadidi. So sisters, we need to know this. We need to be when we come across these examples, we need to identify exactly what each thing represents and what each word is referring to and what it's called. So these are the things we need to learn. Ana jaw'anu, I am hungry. Anta jaw'anu, la ana atshanu. So here, are you hungry? I am thirsty. So I've just wrote these words a few times because it's just new vocabulary we were given to learn. So we need to learn these. لماذا المدرس غضبان اليوم? Why is the teacher angry today? So يوم means today. يوم means today. غضبان means angry. So al-kubu mal'anu, the cup is full. And I've just wrote the words again. Kaslanu, jaw'anu, atshanu, ghadbanu, and mal'anu, which means lazy, hungry, thirsty, angry, and full. So these are the words we need to learn. Okay. So this was the lesson on Murrakab Tawsifi. So sisters, do know the different words, what they refer to, and how we identify. So we can be confident and familiarize ourselves with what Murrakab Tawsifi, the words, the second word describes the first word, and how we use them and how we identify them in sentences. So all these things we need to learn. I'll speak to you in my next video. And sisters, happy learning. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.